a scar, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Colby Rebel Show. I am your host, Colby Rebel, where my goal is to answer that question or make that connection. So we are doing it a little bit different tonight. If you would like to have your question answered or make that connection, please go ahead. We are live on Facebook. We are live on TikTok. So I will do my best here to manage both. Just want to thank you guys for all tuning in, and be sure to ask that question. And we are going to pick a few callers to be on video. My beautiful and wonderful and incredibly talented assistant Cassie here will absolutely be able to kind of send you a private message as well, if we kind of direct it in that way. Okay. So just kind of looking here. I'm looking to see if there's questions. I guess the questions on TikTok will just show up, right, Cassie? And then here we have Lauren. All right, before we start with the readings and the questions, I do want to just go with a couple events coming up to share those with you guys. We have the Ultimate Psychic Masterclass. This is coming this Monday. So this Monday, come join me. It is all psychic, diving deep, how to really bring forward that connection and that information for those recipients, okay? And then we also have the development circles starting next week. So the development circles are really an opportunity to practice, to grow, really in a beautiful, safe place. We sometimes have volunteers. I give you those tips, those helpful little nuggets that kind of get you to the next level. So we have a beginners and an advanced. The beginners is starting next Wednesday night. So that starts next Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30. And then we have the advanced circle that is Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 8:30 Pacific time. Okay, so just know that. And last but not least, it's the spiritual business mentoring, because I'm very passionate about helping you get to your dream, your life purpose, and doing it successfully and being financially abundant, feeling confident, really helping you in all aspects of building that spiritual business. We start that on the 28th, okay? So that's everything coming up here. That's everything that we have going on, okay? All right, let's start with Lauren. Lauren wants to know, where should I take my mediumship intuitive journey to the next level? What is the next journey, part of my journey? And really, Lauren, to me, part of that next journey, I keep hearing to still dive in deep, okay? So I know you've been doing a lot, and I know it's interesting because there's a lot been going on for you. I feel like there's been a lot of challenges in a way. So I think that, you know, I love that spirit does that for us, right? They start to kind of break things down, and in a way sometimes break us down so that we are vulnerable, so that we learn how to surrender, so that we're in a position to then help others. And I feel like, you know, you've been doing that in the last year or two, but I keep hearing now is the time to hone in on that development further. So I recommend some classes or workshops that I feel like get you out of the comfort zone a bit and really out there doing much more readings for people. And I feel like building the confidence around that is definitely part of the next step, the next journey, because I feel like there's a calling for you to do this full time, or definitely just really putting it out there in a much, much bigger way, because I feel like, I don't know you, but I feel like there's a real gentleness and a real sincerity in wanting to serve. And I can feel that spirit is like saying, yes, you, yes, you. So I'm going to recommend taking a few more classes. in a way that helps you put it out there, really starting to build that spiritual business, as we were saying. So putting those pieces together for you. So that's really what I've got there for you. Okay. Let's talk to, let's talk to Chelsea here. Let me see. My best friend passed from COVID almost a year ago. Would love to know if she has anything to say. Oh, that's really, that's very sweet, Chelsea, that you're uh, kind of wanting to tune into your friend here. So one of the things about this friend to me, and then I'll ask you for validation. So if you're listening, please go ahead and answer as quickly as you can for me, because it really will help and make that difference. And it makes it more fun for everybody here, okay? But Chelsea, I really get a feeling that, interesting enough, this person felt strong to me. So I felt like they had been a person that was strong. They had been a person that I feel like could almost handle anything. So the fact that the COVID kind of got to them, to me, just seems a bit surprising. I think we were surprised to hear that, if that makes sense. I just keep hearing like that there is a sense they still felt adventurous to me. So I feel like even though they were going through this, I still feel like they were positive. I feel like they were feeling positive about this. But I keep hearing her just say like, it's time to fly. So Chelsea, I feel like the message is it's time to fly. It's time to spread your wings, really putting yourself out there in your own way, and really in a way of, for her, it's about spreading her wings, and that's what she was working on, and that's what she was doing. But now I feel like it's much more about you, like, yes, time for you to spread your wings, time for you to keep doing it. And that's really what I keep getting around this for her. Okay. And a lot of like spiciness, sassiness with her. I just feel like for her, it's like this, nobody could tell her what to do. I just feel like nobody could tell her what to do. And she wasn't doing anything until she was ready. Okay. So she's not doing anything until she's ready. But I think she's affectionate because she gives me a big smooch for you. So I feel like she gives you this big smooch. And she's just like, go out there and tackle the world. Just go out there and tackle the world. So I will leave that with you. Let's see if we can get Theresa Albrecht also. Can you send a message to Theresa Albrecht? Okay. All right. And so we've got someone here. We've got Wendy here. Let's bring Wendy on here with us, Cassie.
Hi,
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, sweetheart. What can I do for you?
I was just wondering, my mom passed about 3 weeks ago. I was just wondering if she had anything to say.
Okay, got it. Okay, so let's give a chat to her. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I just think there's a real strength to her, Wendy. Like,
Yes.
I feel like when I tune in, there's this core strength. You know what I mean? And very like, she does not ask for attention. She's not an attention seeker. Like, she's very, very real with the people around her. Would that make sense around your mom?
Yeah.
Just there to kind of help people. Do you know what I mean?
Always.
Yeah, just there to help people. And I just feel like, to me, there's a sense where I just see it being, even though her core was strong, her physical body seems to have been weakening. Am I right? She seems like
Yes.
all down
Very
her
much.
back too. Do you know if there was just issues with her back? Like, because it feels like it goes all down my back, And I
Her
just
back,
see with
her
her,
lungs. Yeah.
yeah. And I just feel like with her, there's a feeling of like, I'm ready. Like, I just felt like she was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I just feel like with her, there's a sense too where I do feel like you always try to brighten her spirits though, because I keep feeling like you would try to lighten things up or brighten things up. You would come in cheery, and she just gives me a sense of like, oh my goodness, like, I'm okay. Like, she's trying to tell you she's okay and you knew she wasn't, you know? And she gives me a sense of like, but she really appreciated that you were keeping things positive. Okay.
Yeah.
And she keeps giving me a sense of like, you know, I just feel like you two were very close. Like she's always doing things with you, or she's always you were taking care of her. I almost feel like either you lived with her or lived near her. Like I feel like you're right with her. Would that make sense, Wendy?
Yeah, she lived in an apartment next to my home.
Got it. And
Attached.
I'll just tell you, like, when she wanted to do something, she would do it. Like it was hard for her to walk. And I think she's sitting there like trying to make sure she's walking, right? And she's trying to give me a sense of, you know, yes, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm pushing forward. And she'd love that, you know, I think towards the end too, she's just not wanting to eat at all. And I think you're trying to force her to eat and she doesn't want to eat. I feel like she was eating Jello though. Was she eating Jello or something? Or were you making something soft for her that you can think of?
Well, she was in the she was in the hospital for the last 2 months.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
um,
Because I just feel like for her, there's a sense of like, almost like I don't want to. They're making her eat, or someone's making her eat, and she doesn't want to. So I can feel like she's like, no, I'm not hungry, or no, I'm okay. You know,
yeah.
but she shares with me loving. Like I just feel like loving to sit with you, loving to talk with you. I feel like she's got a great little sense of humor too. Like she's like a little dynamite to me. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I just feel like very, very witty. There's a real wittiness to her. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah.
And I just hear her, I just feel like for her being okay, she fought. She makes me feel like she fought really hard. And it just makes me feel like she just couldn't overcome it. Do you know what I mean? She just couldn't overcome it. And
Absolutely.
but she tried. She's saying, I tried. I'm letting you know I tried. Okay. Um, but she keeps now, it's interesting, Wendy, because I think a lot of your life kind of revolved around her. I just feel like a lot of your time and your energy, and of course you loved it and you would do it again. But I just really feel from her, it's like now she's like, inspiring you to kind of go do the things you enjoy. Like go out and do the things that you enjoy, to know I'm okay. She's letting me know I'm okay. And I know it's been a lot of work. I think getting things organized for her and getting all the affairs in order, but I also know she really appreciates you taking care of it. So I really feel like you're taking care of everything and she really appreciates this, okay? I really feel like you were there. I feel like you were there at the end. Am I correct, Wendy? Because she just gives me a feeling like that was one of the greatest gifts she ever had. Do you know what I mean? It was one of the greatest gifts she had.
Yeah, I was
And
sad.
and she just lets us know that she wants to thank you for that. Okay? So I will leave that with you, Wendy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, let's talk to Michelle here. Hi there, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm just beyond excited to be here. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. What can I do for you tonight?
Oh, I would just love to have any connection with my mom if possible.
I just feel like your mom to me, Michelle, gives me such a, gosh, like such a sense of like, don't you fuss over me. Like there's such a sense of no need to fuss over me. Such a very, very like practical woman. Would that make sense around her? I just feel
Yeah,
like she's
definitely.
practical. Like very much like getting to the nuts and bolts. You know, like let's get down to things. She felt strong to me, like just strong willed, you know, strong energy, very powerful energy, your mom, Michelle, you know? And I definitely feel like for her, I think too, there's like a little bit of a no nonsense feel to her, you know, where I just feel like she wasn't going to play fake. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't, I just feel like for her, to me, it's very much like taking care of the family, very much like nobody's allowed to mess with her family. Like this is going to be a mama bear, mama bear. Does that make sense around her?
Yes,
And
definitely.
I feel like you might have a brother. Is that right, Michelle? Do we also have some boys in the family?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, because I just felt like her dealing with the boys, it was like she wasn't going to take any of their talking back when they were little. Like she would just grab them by the ear and she was just going to show them who's boss, you know? And I feel like as we got older, there was so much respect for mom because I feel like there is so much care and so much respect for her. Okay. And I
Yeah.
just get a sense too where I feel like for her, she's very much about tradition too. I think there was a lot of tradition connected to her. I also feel like you have some of her plates or something. Is that correct? Do you know if you have any of her
Yep.
plates or
Yep.
because I keep saying like these plates feel old to me and I feel like she
Yep.
really loves these plates. Like they mean something to her, you know? And she really shares that she's happy, you know, happy that you have them, okay? And she really gives me a feeling too. I think she used to I was doing this, like, why am I doing this? But I feel like she shows me cooking. So I think mom either liked to cook or would cook a lot, but she's showing me these patty things that she used to make. So I'm not really sure if there's a patty thing that you could think of or something she's packing down. It's not meat. It makes me feel like it's more of a vegetable or more of a something she's putting together that might have dough around it. So
Okay.
yeah, she keeps giving me that. So I feel like for her, there's a lot of feeding the crew, feeding the group, you know? And she just also, I think she very much liked to participate, very much participate in your lives, very much be a part of things, very much a sounding board. You know,
Yeah.
she really gives us that she was there and that she was a sounding board. Also, she makes me feel like she connects to you from the other side. So I feel like you connect to her and she's guiding you and she's helping you with your own connection. She's, you
Yeah.
know, pushing you that way. And I do feel like she shows me this beautiful garden. So I think she just really loved to see flowers and beautiful garden and things like that. Do you know what I mean? She really
Definitely.
shows me that. She didn't like, I feel like she just didn't like confinement. She liked open space or open
Yeah.
country or something like this. You know, she doesn't, it's not like the house had to be really big. It's just that she needed more area around her. She needed freedom around her, you
Yeah.
know? So she sends a lot of love to you. She lets you know that she's okay. And she really, again, there's something very interesting with your spiritual path here, Michelle. So I really feel like it's her saying, yes, I'm supportive of this. It's like really kind of sharing, like, I am supportive of this and I am helping you do this. Okay. So I will leave that with you. Okay.
Thank you. So
Yes.
grateful.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Absolutely. TikTok, I'll do a quick one here on TikTok. We've got Jeannie. Jeannie wants to know anything coming up for me. Jeannie, Jeannie, what I just keep hearing for you, it's like, keep going. You're building your confidence. Keep putting it out there. Keep going. I see a lot more happening around the energy with crystals, a lot more of this, really starting to put yourself out there in a bigger way. Also, it's interesting with crystals. I feel like there's going to get to a point where either you're teaching or talking about crystals. So I'm not sure if that's something you've started yet or been thinking about, but I keep hearing you teaching some workshops and things on crystals, and especially some beginners to help people understand it, and especially the healing and the journey. And I don't know if you're making jewelry yet, but I keep seeing jewelry as well. So I feel like this really ties into the next steps for you, but it's really about enjoying it and expanding it. So I will leave that with you, okay? Michelle Kachi on TikTok, is there energy for me, please? The one thing I keep hearing about for you, Michelle, is there's something definitely very much around holding your boundaries. So there's got to be some people coming at you or friendships or something where I feel like you're so empathic that I feel like you are being pulled a little bit. So I keep hearing to hold your boundaries, also to really believe in yourself. I feel like there's a lot more next level to know that you're ready. It just makes, yes, the excitement is there. Yes, to do it. Like that, it's almost like you're starting a new path. And I keep feeling to trust that path, to trust what you're doing, but to really be mindful of the people around you. I just think that that's going to be something important for you to kind of keep there for you. Okay. Okay, there we go. One more for T. T, hey Colby, do you see my new business taking off? You know what? I just feel like for you, this business absolutely feels like it's going to take off. I think there's more work to be done, to be honest. There's a little bit of trial and error that you're going to see. I don't want you to take that personally. Like, I feel like there's going to be a couple little setbacks, but I don't want you to take it as a sign, or I think it's just revamping your system. I keep feeling like that it's got some kinks in it, but I absolutely feel like this new business is going to do really well. And I also think it's something about you also helping people. There's something about you contributing and you helping people. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. Okay. All right. Let's take Danina here. Oh my goodness. Hello, beautiful Danina. How are you?
I'm very well, in remission.
Oh, congrats. I think about you all of the time. So I'm so happy to see that you're in remission. And what can I do for you? I think we have a friend that's in the spirit world that you wanted to connect to.
She passed 3 months ago, named Cynthia, and I would love to hear from her if possible.
Oh, absolutely. To me, the first thing I got is Cynthia was your biggest cheerleader. So to me, Cynthia was absolutely the one who was pushing you, like just very much there for you. I feel like to me, there's a light energy to her. So I just get the sense that she would bring light into a room. Does that make sense, Danina? Just there's something about her energy, her aura. I got goosebumps. I wonder if she did this work, or maybe she could have done this work. Because to me, she's also very, very empathic or very intuitive. So I think in a lot of ways, she could be that sounding board for you. Do you know what I mean? But I do think she's quite the hoot. Like, I just think she liked to have fun. She liked to put herself out there. Like, I just think she is up for anything. Like, there's just like.
She sure was.
Like, let's go. Let's try it, you know?
Yeah.
Even if she didn't know what she was doing, she'd be like, sure, let's do it.
Exactly.
So I just see that around her as well. I also, though, feel that she was ill, or that she had illness. Correct? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Was there breast cancer, do you know, Danina, or something in her chest also, or something that spread to her lungs?
Not for the reason as to why she passed. She did have COVID beforehand, but not the actual reason for her passing.
Okay, so it might just be the COVID that I'm picking up on then. Okay, but I just get from her quite it's like a butterfly. So I just know she's going to send you butterflies to let you know she's around, because there's just this essence of she's the butterfly that floats, just this kind of energy. You know what I mean? So she sends that. But I also, it's interesting because I feel like, I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know if I feel like you're dedicating something to her. So I don't know if you wrote a book and dedicated something to her, or something's coming in where I feel like you're going to be dedicating something to her, like an acknowledgement somehow. So I feel like I get a feeling that there's a book coming in for you that you are going to be writing. And there's something about her with this book, or her helping with this book. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like she's the one person I think that you could go back to. Like, she's the one person I think that could keep things real for you, that would kind of make things fun. Like, you just could be you around her. And I feel like she loved that. And I feel like she really gives me a sense that she wants to thank you, because I feel like even in your, I want to say, if you don't mind, in your most compromised, vulnerable state, you were still there for her. You were helping her. It's like she was so grateful that you were so selfless in doing anything you can for her. But I'll tell you what, I just think she She just liked to have fun. I think she liked to kind of do these little day trips and stuff. So I don't know if you would do these day trips with
Absolutely.
her, but I keep seeing like these little day trips, you know? And I just feel like too, I don't know if it's that she played cards but I get the sense of like cards and maybe even a little money. Like she didn't mind kind of having a little fun around this, like to see how good she could do at something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Gin Rummy was a favorite of ours, so we certainly played a lot of cards.
Yeah, so she just lets me know that she's okay and that she is obviously, you know, that she is around you. And also, just to notice the butterflies. I feel like that's really, really special and important. But just know that it's okay. Just know that she's okay. All right.
Thanks, beautiful. That's
Yeah.
so you picked it to a T.
Thank you, Danina. It's wonderful to see you, and yeah, I feel like I want just a little thing for you, if you don't mind, if that's okay. I just feel like I feel like you're doing so much energetic healing, and I just keep doing that. I feel like that practice that you're doing is really good to kind of help keep you in remission.
Thank you so much, darling.
Yes, of course. Much love to you. Okay.
Love from Australia. Take care.
Oh,
Bye.
you guys know I love Australia. Thank you.
We sure do.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye. Well, look, we've got on, how can I resist on this Colby Lee Hurd on TikTok? How can I not take a Colby? I feel the love, Colby. New to your live, thank you. I'm new to my live also, so that makes two of us. Do you see anything for me? Colby, big decision coming ahead for you, Colby. Big decision. There's a decision of branching off. I don't know if it's that you started your own business or thinking about it, but I keep feeling like there's you've been here and I keep seeing like this big decision and I feel like it's really good. Like, yes, yes, yes. I keep hearing, yes, yes, you're on the right path. Yeah, they're giving me goosebumps. So this is very, very exciting. I feel like it's like owning your power. So I don't know exactly what you do, Colby, but man, I just feel like you have such an impact on people and a very positive impact on people. And so I want to encourage you to keep doing that, but you're absolutely, you are, I keep hearing saying yes to take this, to do this for this opportunity. And it just makes me feel like it's going to take you in a direction that I don't think you thought you were going in, but it makes me feel like it is absolutely going to put you on the map and make you feel really good and certainly fill your soul with lots of love and joy. Okay. All right. We've got Linda here. So let's take Linda here on Facebook. Hi, Linda. How are you? There we go. How you doing, Linda?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. What can I do for you?
My mom passed a year ago, and I just wondered if she had anything to say.
Well, interesting enough, I do see the plants behind you, but I absolutely feel like she's saying, good job keeping those all beautiful and healthy. So I feel like either she was really good at it and maybe you're not quite, and you made it an effort, but she gives me a big applause for the plants doing okay.
Oh, yeah.
For not
plant lover.
For not killing the plants.
Right.
So she shares that with me first and foremost. But the other thing too is I really get around her. I think she loves floral pattern. I keep seeing a lot of floral pattern around her. So I'm wondering if there was wallpaper or the curtains or pillows. To me, there's like things that are, the pattern to me is floral. Or
bright colors, really bright colors.
What about your house? Does your house happen to have floral curtains or floral pillows or a pattern at all that makes me feel like it's floral?
I have my tablecloth.
Oh, that's what it, okay, see, there we go. Because otherwise she's just letting us know she's right with you in the house. Like, so, and you have these little knickknacks of hers, I think, Linda, these little collectibles, because she shows me this little collectible that you have sitting on a shelf. I wonder if it's in the kitchen or the dining room, but there makes me feel like there's a little collectible there. Check around. I think you're going to see, oh yeah, that was mom's, okay? Because she shows me that. You'll have to let us know, but she shows me that. I also feel like with her, she loved her family a lot. Like I just see her being a person that she loved her family and wanting to hear about like the grandbabies. Do you know what I mean? Like wanting to hear what they're up to, what they're doing. She'd get very involved with everybody's story. She'd get very involved with, and she'd know things sharp as a whip. So I just feel like she would remember things and know things and follow up on things. But she also shares with me. So see how it's interesting too. Like I bring my hands up as if I'm holding hands. She makes me feel like you were holding her hand towards the end. Is that correct, Linda? Were you there at the end with her? Because I feel like she gives me a sense of her eyes are closed and her hand is being held, and she just gives me a feeling of it's just peaceful. It's peaceful for me. And then she wants to thank you for that. And she wants to thank you for making it peaceful. Okay. And to really share that with her. She gives me a sense of feeling very loved and just a sense of joy. I keep feeling like she's got a granddaughter. Is that right, Linda? Do you know if there's a granddaughter? Because she just loves this granddaughter to pieces, right? And I feel like this granddaughter is a little bit older, and I think she just finished something, or just there's an accolade here, either a graduation or something special, because I keep feeling like she wants to say she's very, very proud of her, very proud of what she's doing. So I think she's embarking, just an accolade or embarking on something new. To me, there's something here that she's very, very proud of her for, okay? So she wants to share that. But I just know that she is absolutely with you. She's around everyone. You may hear her walk around the house. That is not to scare you at all. She just makes me feel like she is around that house a lot. So you may
I hear
feel
a
the
lot of
energy.
things at night.
That is just a feeling where she is telling me a sense where her message to you, like her message to you is, I am around you. And these odd things that you're hearing and feeling and seeing, that's just her, because she's enjoying it. She just, I think she would finish her night with you every night. Like she just makes me feel like she talked to you all the time and be around you. So she just makes me feel like she enjoys being around the house and being around the space. Okay.
Well, she lived with me for the last 2 years of her life as she was bedridden. So
okay.
I
Yes.
constantly took care of her, and she'd holler, Linda. And I hear it at night. It wakes me up sometimes saying, Linda.
Yeah, and that's just her, and that is her talking to you. So I feel like she wants to let you know that that is her talking to you. Okay. And it is her around you. But it's like also that feeling of, I know you miss her tremendously. And I know you think about her all of the time. And I know it's like, I know she kind of micromanaged a bit, and I know you miss that. But I just feel like she lets me know that she is around and she loves it. And she loves how strong you are. And that makes her feel so good just to see you strong and just to see you doing the best you can. And she recognizes it and she knows it. And she just sends you all of her love. And she just says, you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Yeah. And just know she's with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will leave that with you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Colby.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Okay.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye. 13 years old, and I'm fairly new to my spiritual journey. Girl, let me just tell you, at 13, to know that you are doing your spiritual journey is phenomenal. Okay. That is amazing that you are recognizing and knowing it. I would just absolutely recommend to really meditate, to really connect with your guides, to really just go deep within yourself, really understand what sitting in the power means, and really creating that daily practice and believing in it, and not allowing anyone to put you in the spiritual closet. Spread those wings, develop, to grow, but also to enjoy it. It's a beautiful, beautiful connection. So just enjoy that, okay? And I'll leave that with you, okay? Let me do one more here, and then we have unfortunately have got to go. So let's do one more here. Theresa, I just share this around your brother. I just feel like your brother, I think even though he's funny, like he's funny, he's very witty. I also know that he's got the biggest heart. Like, I just feel around him, he's got a big, big, big heart. And he was sensitive as well. I don't think he liked to show it, but I really feel like he was very sensitive as well. And I really see for him just a sense too of like, I think he's got nieces or nephews. Like, I just feel like he loves these little kids in his life. Like, I just get a sense that he was like goofing around, just kind of this goofing around, having fun. Very much, I think, also was really the person that just had close, close friends. I feel like he had close friends, close to his family. And if any of that resonates and you're listening, please put it in the comments. And I just get a sense with him, a real strong feeling of like, sis, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. It's hard in a way because I don't know what it is. I almost feel like in some ways maybe we weren't expecting to lose him in the physical. I'm not sure. It's like something took a turn for the worse is the sense I get. And so I think it feels to be a bit of a surprise here because, but I also get a sense that I think he might have liked sports or maybe even football. I'm not really sure, but I keep feeling like there's something about him, like just being that guy who's just having fun, having a good time, and really making sure that the people around him were taken care of. I do know that that was very important to him, checking on people and taking care of people. So I will leave that with you, okay? I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me, for being here. Thank you, TikTok. TikTok, you can follow me. I'm going to try to do more lives with you, do more of these readings here on air, the more we do this. So I'm getting used to it. Bear with me. And again, I have another system. So anybody on Facebook knows it's the other system, but I sure do love the videos too. I think it's a lot of fun. Certainly sorry I couldn't get to everybody. Oh, he was head football coach. Theresa, I love that. See, he loves his football, still does. And I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much. Know that your loved ones are around you and they are with you. I am here. So if you just follow my page, Facebook, on Instagram, or certainly, like I said, on TikTok. You can see when I'm doing lives and answering questions and making those connections. And just want to thank you guys so much and have a beautiful, beautiful night. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Colby Rebel Show. Be sure to follow Colby on social media at Psychic Rebel. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, please head on over to iTunes to leave a review to help Colby grow the tribe. Colby is an international psychic medium, teacher, best-selling author, and speaker. She is a master teacher of the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development and is the owner of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center in Los Angeles. Visit colbyrebel.com.